Since the prohibition of cannabis, there has been a war of misinformation waged against it. In the following series, we aim to re-educate and break the stigma around this life-changing plant. How was the public persuaded to believe the dangers of cannabis? 1936. The film Reefer Madness, funded by a religious organisation, was released to the US public. It attempts to convince the audience that there is a link between cannabis, psychosis, extreme violence and crime. 1938. Smith's Weekly, an Australian magazine, introduced a campaign called New Drug Maddens Victims. Articles included described cannabis as an evil sex drug that causes its victims to behave like raving sex maniacs, and the biggest gateway drug. It should be noted this campaign did not affect consumption or demand. Harry Anslinger. Using his 200 documented Gore files, Harry Anslinger used direct police quotes as well as racist misinformation to demonise cannabis and cannabis users. Of those 200 references, 198 were disproven by researchers. Anslinger kept a file called Marijuana and Musicians to target predominantly black jazz artists. Anslinger famously targeted Billie Holiday and was allegedly known to be so racist that he was regarded as a crazy racist in the 1920s. So why? Because it was a huge financial threat to wealthy families like the Hearst, the DuPonts and the Mellons, and industries like paper, nylon, cotton, oil, wheat, pharmaceuticals and many others. Because it was a way to criminalise and imprison people, especially people of colour. These were the ensuing shots in the war on cannabis. In the following instalment, we will examine the next set of weapons used in the fight to maintain prohibition. Authorised by Jenny Hallam as Richardson and the Green Revolution Australia.